Good afternoon, everybody. And no, your cameras do not deceive you. Your screens, yes. Michael and I decided to step it up a notch and get far more civilized than that.
You won't actually get to see that I'm wearing flip-flops right now, but that's okay.
Flip-flops? I'm not wearing pants.
Don't stand up.
Yeah, no, it's a true story. Yeah. Well, that goes, then I have to submit a bunch of extra stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Exactly. We want to share info with folks. So Michael Zuber from One Rental at a Time, we've got him here for our Fridays, our resident economist. I've got so many questions, even though I've already seen him 3 times this week. The one thing that I wanted to cover was we did a bunch of stuff, the Three Amigos. We did a bunch of stuff yesterday. In that work that we did yesterday, a lot of crypto responses.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they're willing to show their faces this week after what happened with Terra.
Yeah.
But again, what I really want to help people understand is the construct of the investment. Because when we look at it, I want to make sure that landlords or people that are considering crypto versus being a landlord or one or the other, and again, both you and I have crypto.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just a very, very, very small piece of the pie.
I would argue that I own more crypto than 99% of the people watching this channel.
Probably. Yeah. Yep. I own plenty of crypto and NFTs, but it's a very small percentage of my overall pie, but I do have them. And so what I wanted you to kind of cover with folks was kind of how you see it, right? We see these crypto statements all the time. We hear people talking about all the time that housing's stupid, goes the way to go. So I just want to make sure that people kind of understand the construct of it, like why crypto and housing should never be compared, because they're nothing alike, not even just different asset classes. Just how you derive benefit from them is completely largely different.
Yeah. So first and foremost, one thing you have to appreciate as a content creator on YouTube, especially if you're talking about finances or investing, is, you're going to get hit by a lot of bots, probably.
Sure.
And plenty of trolls.
Yes, more trolls. Yes.
Yeah, and trolls. And they all have a huge bias. So anytime you say anything that is not hugely positive to whatever their widget is, you get hate.
Yeah.
And I've never liked that. I mean, I've been investing so long. I remember when Peter Schiff came up with his first, got to buy gold, got to buy silver, which was like 35 years ago.
Holy cow. Yeah.
He hasn't changed his tune
at all.
Folks, that doesn't work. Yes. I think every investment has their time in the sun.
Sure.
And gold had its moment. I actually had, before crypto, I put 1% of my net worth into physical gold and silver. This was a decade ago. And then I liquidated to buy houses in the crash. So again, I'm an action taker. I will have a percentage of my net worth in an insurance policy.
Yes.
15 years ago, it was physical gold and silver. This time it's crypto. And oh, by the way, the number is much bigger now because I have more stuff now. And for me, these are insurance policies. So that's the first thing, in my opinion. Crypto to me is not, I'm not a trader. I'm not looking at momentum. I'm not looking at candles. I'm not looking at Fibonacci's, none of this nonsense.
Right.
Second, I am not playing the momentum game. I am not going after some stupid altcoin meme where some celebrity said something. I'm not looking at Reddit for the latest momentum nonsense. If I'm going to buy an insurance policy, I'm going to buy the biggest ones, hence Bitcoin and Ether. I did take a flyer on a fourth coin because I got a buddy who's huge in the game. He said, hey, go, put a couple of dollars on this. So I did.
Sure.
But I have 1% of my net worth in Bitcoin and Ether. And I've had it there for a couple of years now. And I called it on this channel. People can go back and watch it. I'm still up, even though the stuff's down 50%.
Sure.
But when especially this last week, I don't mind going head to head people when times are good, but I really feel bad for the crypto space this week, right? Because there were people who believed the hype, who put all of their net. I knew somebody who put an equity line. This idiot borrowed $80,000 against his house, put all of the money in Terra or whatever that coin that went to zero. He lost it all. The reason he did it And he told me, Michael, you have all of this equity and you are a great, you have whatever your credit, you can go borrow money. Why don't you go borrow $1 million? He told me to do this. Michael, go borrow $1 million, pay your 4%, put it in this thing over here, earn 20. He thought I was an idiot and a moron not to do it. He called me all kinds of things, so conservative, blah, blah, blah. And I told him at the time, I said, 20% return. That's what you're telling me I'm going to get. Oh yeah, it happens every time, blah, 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 blah. You don't understand this auto magical, burn this, burn that freaking nonsense staking crap. I'm like, you do realize that Warren Buffett is the best investor ever.
Yeah.
And he's the only investor I know that has routinely earned 20%. So you think I'm going to go put it in some freaking Ponzi scheme? And he thought he read me the right. And he got, every time he got his, I don't know, whatever it's called, coins or dividend or whatever the freaking things were called, he called or texted me, got another one. So last week I'm watching this thing crater. I get an alert on my phone.
Yep.
When it was like 60 cents or something. I'm like, oh, dude, let's just call his name Mark. Dude, Mark. Oh my God, Mark. Sure enough, by the next day, it's zero.
Yeah.
I know that he just lost $80,000. Yeah. I know that he just gave me 6 or 9 months of hell.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to kick him while he's down. So I don't like picking on something when the other person just has no legs to stand on. But when you want to go head to head with me when times are good, I don't mind that. It's kind of fun. But there was no point in me rubbing into Mark. Can you imagine if I would have taken $1 million of my net worth?
No.
Threw it into this, I would have been making, $1 million, 20, I'd have made 200 grand and then 200 grand and then 200. And then to have it all go away.
Yeah. So the main reason I like to keep on talking about crypto is because structurally, how you get paid back is very, very different. It's appreciation and selling on the crypto side. It's truly trading. Or if you're doing it from an investment perspective, again, look at it a year ago, crypto $47,000, now crypto $29,000. Well, the value of our houses has not fallen 40%. Even if the value of our houses.
Well, let's be very clear. Housing has the largest fall in any one year back 52 years was 8.9%.
Sure.
That's the
and
largest.
even compounded, right? Nationally is like 30. In specific markets, it's 75.
Yeah.
But again, I think that I want the narrative, I want the conversation to evolve and be different. The conversation is, you paid 47 for your Bitcoin last year. It's 29 now.
Yeah. 40% of people who are in crypto today are underwater.
Right. So to take that point the next step further, I'm not even comparing my house to your stack of crypto that's now worth 40% less. What I'm really actually comparing it to is the fact that on a monthly basis, you make this much.
Yeah.
Unless you sell it. And that's why guys like Mike, me, Dion, that's why all the experts on Mike's channel, that's what they understand. They understand that they have an asset that they at least own on paper, even though they're paying a bank a mortgage. It's the return on capital that just sits there. It's like a high yielding dividend stock, but you own the underlying asset.
Yeah.
That's why for us, like I look at a property that I bought a year ago, I paid 500 grand for it. It's worth 600. I don't even care about the extra $100,000 it's worth. I care about the $37,000 in income that I made on my, $500,000 investment. Those are the numbers that real estate people are falling in love with. It's that monthly rent, that cash flow shows up every single month.
Well, yeah, I think real estate is real. And again, let's be very clear. This crypto crash is exactly what I experienced last time in the .com crash.
Sure.
The names are different.
Yep.
But
sure.
I was that guy.
Sure.
I got lucky. The momentum went up. I got arrogant. I said, or at least I thought I was smarter than Warren Buffett.
Right.
Once again, Warren Buffett is proven right over time.
Sure.
And I lost 80%. You know how hard and humbling and depressing it was to lose? I lost more money than my dad made in a decade.
Yeah. Wow.
Think about that, right?
Wow.
And yeah, it's just not good. It's not good. Now, that was the decade of the 70s and incomes are up, but still, I lost 150 grand in like a 4 or 5 week period because I was arrogant and didn't listen. So, real estate is real. I actually think what's going to happen out of this crypto crash is crypto. A lot of people will be Mike Zuber 2.0. Mike Zuber did not touch stocks for 15 years because he was so burned. I'm not going back. It's a fraud. It's a Ponzi scheme. I don't understand the rules. The rich get at me all the time. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to happen again. And guess what? People turn to real estate. It's real. The real estate market is so powerful because you as a buyer have an unfair advantage. You can do the work. You can find you. It's like Apple, right? I don't know what Apple stock is today. Let's call it $140. If you're going to buy Apple stock, everybody could buy it at 140. Real estate's not that way. If you do your work, you could go find that one seller who just wants out of Apple right at that moment, and they'll sell it for 120. And you just made a $20 spread. Real estate is so powerful once you do the work. And it's slower to sell, which I love. What we saw last week was a bank run.
Yeah.
Right. Lost faith, sold. It was a bank. That doesn't happen in real estate.
Well, I think if it does, it happens over a much longer period of time.
It's right. Not a 48-hour period.
Right. It's over a much longer period of time. I think the other key to this too is this is why great card players, they play poker. Yeah. You don't need the best hand to win.
Exactly.
And in real estate, you don't need the best asset to win and make money. You don't need the best deal to make money. You can make money off of a not fantastic super decade deal of the decade deal. There's there for the taking. So I want to encourage people that even though your people are in your ears about crypto, even though we get a ton of negative comments about crypto and that we don't respect crypto, I know that there's plenty of traders out there that have made millions of dollars in crypto, millions. But I know what their tax bill is going to be at the end of the year. You're giving back half, number one. And number two, and most importantly, unless you're in there doing the work every single day, trading, not having another job, but actually in there trading all day long. And actually with crypto, it's 24/7. So unless you're
24/7, 7 days a week,
unless you're up 24/7, managing that all the time, you're not going to see the run. What happens if the run's at 3 o'clock in the morning? What happens?
Well, it's funny you bring that up because it broke. I think it was like 10 o'clock Saturday.
Yeah.
Right. The crack or the break or the break the buck or whatever they call it. It cracked when they call the pools was low.
Correct.
And it cascaded from there. Yeah. It broke late Saturday evening, I think.
Yeah. So just beware. And again, recognize that Mike and I don't care if you buy real estate. Leave more for us. Yeah. But from an investment perspective, a lot of people comment on what we do, how we do it, why we do it, the way we do it. My answer always is, okay, great. How are you investing in property? And if you're a crypto guy, don't invest in property. But at the same time too, I recognize that of course people make money in crypto, but plenty lose it. And just like there were in the teens and the 20s where there were 100 car making companies, how many came out of that? Yeah. There's like 150 coins right now. How many people are going to come out of that?
Thousands. Yeah. Yeah. I think, again, I've said it many times. I do believe that crypto / blockchain is the wave of the future. I think they will be around. I'm just not smart enough to pick the winner.
Right.
And more importantly, I have zero interest in doing the work to find the winner. To me, my thing's real estate. Clearly, it's what I get excited about. What I've learned at. I'm never going to stop. But I took 1% of my net worth on purpose and bought an insurance policy, and I will hold it. It will either go to 0 or it will 10x. I don't care which other one happens. It will not make a difference in my life.
Exactly. And that's kind of the key. Same thing for me. And silver, I still accumulate silver and gold and have over 2 decades. So I have plenty, but I still accumulate it. And again, if it goes to 0 or if it goes to 500, whatever, it's there as an insurance policy. The core for me is what is my monthly nut versus what is my monthly income on real estate and how much cash flow am I creating? Yeah, that's the lesson. Totally. Anything else to add, sir?
No. And again, if your thing's crypto, go all in, be nuts. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me, but stop slamming others who it's not their thing. That's what annoys me about the crypto fans is if you don't get it, you're against them. I'm not against you. I don't freaking care.
Right.
appreciate other, each people have their things. And if crypto's your thing, go nuts. I hope you win, because you winning doesn't cause me to lose. So I hope you win.
At the end of the day, if they win, they're likely going to be able to finally afford a house, which just drives the pricing for the stuff that we're selling up. So go for it. All for it. Michael, tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
One rental at a time. Website, YouTube channel, books, courses, fun stuff.
Live stream on Saturdays, 8 a.m. Pacific time on One Rental at a Time. As I always say, we try and create great content for you. Hit that subscribe button and that like button. Don't leave it out. And I'll see you on my live stream at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And also in segment 2, we're going to talk about something else fun that I'm sure you guys are going to want to know about. Mike, see you in segment 2.
Yep.